It's Monday, May the 16th, and it's a pretty miserable start to the day outside. And that seems to be continuing into the inside as well, because this is probably the poorest weekend for sales I can remember for a long time. On Bricklink, I've got just 4 orders over the weekend, and none of those are very large either. The whole lot doesn't amount to much of anything, and that continues into Brickowl, where we've got 5 orders, and a similar story there. Lots of small orders, and then even into eBay, just 3 orders on eBay as well. Now, to be fair, you might recall from the last vlog, if you watched it, that I did work on Saturday, because I had a number of orders came in late in the afternoon on Friday that I didn't manage to do and get out, and I decided to do those on Saturday. And if I hadn't done that, they would have probably been held over till today, so would have made today's numbers look better. But to be honest, this isn't just me. I follow a few forums. I'm also in a little group with a few of the sellers, and everybody's saying the same thing. It's so quiet at the moment, to the point where some sellers are thinking of the future, and whether there really is a future in selling Lego. So and I include myself in those people. I am doing this as a route to full-time retirement, and it's really just a question of when I decide to throw the towel in and take my pensions. And I still think I'm a good way off that, and to be honest, even if I took the pensions, it may be that I would continue doing this as a supplement to them, just to get some extra pocket money for some of the expensive things I like to buy now and then. But anyway, that's a good way off. So let's get back to picking these orders, and they aren't going to take very long, obviously, and then we will see what the rest of the week is going to bring us. So here's what the weekend's orders look like in the flesh. First order up was 16 lots for about 170 items. Next one is just 4 lots, all light bluish grey parts. Next one is for a C3PO. This is the one with the dark red arm, and that's sold for £7. Next one up, just a couple of parts here. These ones are used, these are new, but really small order. This was actually the largest lot count of the day, but as you can see, versus this order over here, the lot count doesn't really make it the highest value order or whatever. There are lots of parts in here that are individual parts, one of this, one of that, etc. There you go. And this one is just for 7 door frames. Another order for some miscellaneous parts. And then over here we've got 3 orders on here from eBay. The first 2 are for the Speed Champions McLaren Elva set, and these are the last 2 that I've got, so they're all gone now. Next one was a Lloyd minifigure. That was from the bounties that I parted out probably a month or 2 back now. Then we've got some Batman figures. We've got the Electro suit Batman. Still got a number of those left. We've got this one with the rigid dark blue wings. And then we've got this figure here, which is the mime set from the Batman movie. And then the last order is just a small order for some parts. And that's it. That's an entire weekend's orders. As I said, those orders from last Saturday would have contributed to this, so maybe not quite as bad as it looks here, but things have definitely slowed. And as I've been saying for a while, many of the orders that are coming in are relatively small in size. All appreciated, of course, no matter what the size, but you know, we could do with some bigger orders to keep us going, keep things afloat. It's Tuesday the 17th of May, and I've got just 2 orders to pick today, so I haven't even bothered picking them yet. What I am doing is I'm listing some more minifigures. I've got 2 more cases to get through, this one and another. So they're all from a series 13 and up, I think, from there. The last batch of these sold really well. So I'm hoping for something similar, although these being newer series, some of the figures may not be worth quite as much, but already I've listed this one, for instance, which is worth about £11. So, you know, there should be some reasonable value in there. So I'm going to get these listed, and then I'm going to be I'll pick them other orders, the 2 orders, and any others that come in the meantime. And then I'm going to get back to another job that I started yesterday, which is putting together all of these parts. Now, these are parts for the infamous sort of yellow classic castle. And I've got the minifigures. I've got them in a tub, but don't have them on my desk at the moment. But I'm looking at trying to rebuild the set. I'm pretty sure I've got all of the parts. They're all fairly basic parts, and these all came out of the same tub when I originally bought a used tub that was obvious from the start it had the castle in there. And so I kept them all completely separate to everything else. I probably bought that probably 2 years ago or something like that, and I'm only just getting into it because it's a bit of a chore, and you know, I'm not eating up lots of time with orders at the moment, so I've got the time. So I'm going to try and piece that together. That's probably going to be worth about £150, I would have thought, with all of the minifigures. Of course, it takes a certain kind of collector to buy that, but it's a very popular and nostalgic set, so hopefully that will go. So I've gone through all of the yellow parts. I need to go through the black and white and then just get the figures together. Now, the biggest issue will be the stickers. I have got the bricks elsewhere with the stickers on, but a lot of the stickers have curled, etc. So that's probably going to impact the price a little bit. And I did look at the price of the sticker sheets yesterday, and the sticker sheets were about £150 themselves. So which was a bit of a joke, and clearly I'm not going to be buying them. So anyway, those are my jobs for today, and we'll maybe see how we get on later. So I've now got all of those minifigures bagged and ready to put away. And this is the file that I've created in Brickstore, and I've allocated all of the prices that I want to get for the figures, and that's going to come out at £287. So there's 84 figures there. As I said, a lot of these newer series are really not going for that much money. The majority of them are probably around the £2.50 mark, something like that. But others are, you know, they're going up to, I think the highest was about £11. But you know, £287 worth there is a good addition to the store, and it seemed to work a treat last time I did it. Now obviously the figures are probably not quite as desirable, so maybe these won't go as quickly, but in these quiet months it seems that figures seem to be one of the things that move more easily, so I thought I'd add those now. Wednesday the 18th of May, and we've got 5 orders in this morning. We only had 2 orders all day yesterday, and those were pretty small orders, and in the end I didn't even go to the post depot. I just shoved them in a local post box because it just wasn't worth bothering with my business account for various reasons. So just a quick look at what we got today. We've just got a minifigure here for the Rogue from, I think, series 16. He's going off to the US, and that was one of the figures that I've listed this week, so that was a quick turnaround for him. Next up is a relatively small order for some used parts, or mostly used, but a couple of interesting things in here possibly. One is this, which is a magnet, which I think was one of a set of 3, and I do have the other 2 colours as well. There's a clear window in there as well, and then in here some small flower pieces and some of these plumes. There's a red plume there, and I know that there are some new ones around. This is a used sort of classic one. This came out of a box full of knights, etc. And then I don't know if you can see, there's a yellow one there as well, just in the bottom. Maybe better if I turn the bag over. And that yellow one was £6. So well worth that. You know, tiny parts may look tiny and relatively worthless, but it's not always the case. Next up, we've just got a torso for this is the chicken suit minifigure, I believe. Next up, we've got 20 plus lots of new and used light bluish grey bricks. And then the last order for this morning is a decent one. This is for a local guy. He only lives probably a mile away from me, and he tends to place his orders and then asks if he can collect, which is absolutely fine with me. There's about £70 worth here. He's a good guy. He tends to put on a local Lego show in the town, and I've been a vendor at that Lego fair in the past. I think the more recent ones got cancelled because of COVID, and I'm not sure if he's got anything else in the works or not at the moment, but he's got lots of things here, lots of dark bluish grey plates, all used I think, and then he's got a lot of tan tiles in here, 2x4s, 2x3s, 1x3s. He's got a bunch of white tree limbs, and then quite a bit of dark red here as well. So he's obviously planning some decent sized build for his Lego city. He's got a very large Lego city, and as I say, he tends to put on sort of large exhibits at the shows that he puts on as well. So he'll be picking that up later today, and that's a nice order to get. 8 orders in for Thursday the 19th of May. Let's have a quick run through them. Let's start at this end. We've got this one just in, actually, was an eBay order for one of these Nexo Knights. This is the buildable mechs, and this one is Axel, sold for £15 or so. Next one up is 2 minifigs here, off to Switzerland. This one is the Islander, not a bad price, went for about £11. And this is the Diver, just a relatively cheap one there, about £3 or so. And as I said, those are going off to Switzerland. Small order next for 2 beams, Technic beams in lime. And Next up is an order for a mix of torsos, leg assemblies and some helmets there, and they're all sort of police themed or fire related. So some of those are new, some are used, but that's not a bad little minifigure related order. And then a few bits and pieces here, some used 1x2s and a few other bits. Here we've got these Technic rotation joints that someone's picked up from me. And then next up is the electric power functions remote control. This 8 orders to pick and pack today on Thursday the 19th of May. Let's start over at this end, and we've got an order here on eBay. This is for an Exo Knights buildable mech, and that's Axel there. Next order up is going off to Switzerland, and we've got the Islander here, which is a decent price minifigure at about £11. And then we've got a sort of deep sea, not deep sea, but a diver, and that was from, I don't know, series 21, I think, was that? Series 20. Then we've got a couple of Technic beams in lime. Next order is a minifig related order made up of a bunch of torsos, leg assemblies, as well as some helmets there, but they're all public service related, so all police or fire related. And next up, another small order for used parts, mostly some used 1x2 bricks there, and a few other bits and pieces, including some of these dark grey shovels. Next order are these 2 Technic rotation joints. There's, you know, a small order, 53p each, so you know, not a huge order by any stretch of the imagination, but always welcome. And then next up is a remote control for a train set typically, or anything that can be driven by the power functions. That one went for £5.95. And then this last order is a mix of all sorts of parts, but a large amount of round plates, 1x1 round plates, and also the cheese slopes there in various colours, but particularly sort of neon orange and neon yellow there, and yeah, some more unusual colours going out there. So that's it for orders. Just need to get them packed up and put away, and then the next thing is to put this lot into the store. This is just 3 odd sets that I had laying around. Here we've got a bunch of these. They're an old Easter set, I think, that I had a bunch of, that I'd sold the figures out of over time, and I just you know, need to put them into the store. There's a few reasonable parts with the paint palette there and the chicken, so some reasonable parts in there, hopefully. We've got one of the Vader transformation set, and then what was this one? This one was this little Star Wars set here, 75099, just one of those. And again, the minifigures are long gone, and you know, it's always odd with these one-off sets that you never seem to find another few at a decent price of. So just, you know, time consuming really to get them parted out and into the store. But with picking up so little new stuff lately, I just thought I'd get those parted out and put them into the store. 7 orders to get Friday underway, and they're all pretty small orders, I'm afraid. The first one up is just for a few parts, including this Black Falcon shield. Next one up is a Bionicle mask. I think that's the right way up. And then we've got an order for 5 minifigures. These are some of the minifigures that I listed just earlier this week. So, as always, proves that, you know, new stuff going into the store turns over and attracts sales. And then a few small parts. This was actually the largest lot count order today with 16 lots, but you can see what that amassed to. And then we've got another order for a single pair of legs. Another order here on Brickowl for a 16 by 16 plate, a sticker sheet, and a few other random parts. And then an eBay order for a Nexon Knights Ultimate Clay sealed set, which went for £15. So not a lot at all, and it's been a really poor week, to be honest. I had a good week last week with some decent sales, both on eBay and Bricklink and Brickowl. This week has been super quiet, and lots and lots of small orders, just the odd decent one. Now, I must admit I haven't spent a great deal of time on the store this week. I've been doing quite a bit of sort of DIY, and that has meant that I haven't got very much into the store this week. But let's see if I can put some of that right today.